Hi everyone, thanks for joining me. It's a beautiful day down here in Windsor, Ontario. I'm just on the riverfront across from Detroit. Thought I'd come out and talk to you about a couple pieces of equipment that I just picked up, namely the Zoleo Satt Com device and my new bag, the Ceaero 1120 front rack bag. So like I said, I just wanted to come out to talk to you about that. A couple other things, let you know everything that's happening with the channel and all that stuff. So let's get into it. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to talk to you about is the Zoleo Satt Com device that I picked up. And before I get into that, I really want to give a huge shout out to Mick, who lives down in Australia. Hope to get down there someday and do a bike tour with you. And you can see this in person, Mick. But I just want to say to Mick, thanks very much. I was able to pick this up on sale. It regularly goes for $270 or $290. I was able to pick it up on sale, which anybody can right now. It's on sale for $200. So Mick, you essentially paid for this Zoleo Satt Com device. So thank you very much. I appreciate it. What this is just a device that allows me to connect with satellites. And the main purpose of getting it is for this SOS button. And as you can see on the, what you would do is flip this open. You hold that down for, I think it's 5 seconds or 3 seconds. And that automatically relays a message to any emergency rescue in the area with your coordinates, everything, where they can come and rescue you. Obviously this is something you hope to never use, but it's one of those things I was thinking about not getting, but now that I got it, I'm truly glad I got it. Now the nice thing with the Zoleo as well is, and I know this for a fact because my good buddy Reinhardt has one, is that it's not just good for that, it's really good for SMS messages. With the one plan I want to get, I get 300 per month, so I really feel that this is going to end up being the way for me to communicate with messaging for people. It also just has a lot of great features where, like, I can pick 5 people and then they can follow a breadcrumb trail where they can see where I'm going throughout the day. It also has a check-in button that just sends a quick preset message to somebody just saying, hey, I'm where I want it to be and I'm safe, something along those lines. So really awesome. I feel like it's going to be a great way for a few people that are interested in my trip to follow along with me as well. So like I said, this is really key to have. And Mick, thank you very much, brother. Very much appreciated. So of course I'm going to share my experiences with this as I go along. I probably won't do an in-depth review like I do on the gear because this isn't my area of expertise, but I'll let you know how the plan works, how the messaging works, and all that stuff. So stay tuned for that. All right, the next piece of gear I want to talk to you about is my new front rack bag. Got this from Cedaero, a company out of Minnesota, and I'm really excited about this. If you could actually love an inanimate object like a bike bag, I think I would be in love right now. So yeah, that's real quick. I'm just going to stand up and I'm going to talk about this a little more. It's not an in-depth review, more of a first impressions, and just want to let everybody know that I got it because this is going to be a real key addition to my kit to help with the practicality and the functionality of my setup. So let's talk a bit about the Ceaero 1120 front rack bag. Okay, as I said, this is from a company out of Minnesota. Not going to get into a lot about what's going on between Canada and USA. Yes, that reminds me really quick, I would like to thank my good buddy Ed, who will be doing the BT700 tour with me. Ed really helped me out big time with what was happening with this bag. Ed knows the details. Ed, thank you very much. Ed also helped me out with my big Agnes tent. So to say that Ed has been very supportive would be a vast understatement. So I look forward to meeting Ed and thanking him in person. So like I said, I can understand where a lot of my Canadian friends are gonna not necessarily maybe want to order this because of the import fees right now. But like I said, there are a lot of other people watching this, and the analytics actually prove that most of my viewers and subscribers are from the United States. So I guess I got to think about that when I'm making the videos as well. So like I said, this is just not a real in-depth review or anything like that. I just want to let everybody know about the bag. So this bag is 13 liters. It is made out of 1000D Cordura. Anybody knows anything about materials for bike bags? Cordura will last 20 plus years on bikes. I know people that have had it for that long. Very abrasion resistant, very waterproof. So those are the key things I'm looking for. And like I said, the functionality of this bag is really going to be key. But how this bag came about, I messaged Ceaero. They're usually made per order. I was going to get it all in gray. Ceaero messaged me back, very excited to work with me, and I love that. Messaged me back to say that they had made a bag for an 1120, a customer that has an 1120, They didn't like the way this custom inside pocket turned out, so they went another direction. I'm looked through the whole bag, I can't find anything wrong with it, so to me their loss is my gain. Of course it matches the truck kind of color scheme, which is great, but for me it's more, like I said, about the functionality of the bag. So as you'll see, like I said, it's 13 liters, so what I'm planning on keeping here is my clothes, which are heavy, and then like rain jacket, my puffy, my chair. I'm going to be getting a new Big Agnes chair that will fit in here perfectly. So, you know, I want to keep about 10 pounds in here at the most, just because of the height where the weight is. So that's going to be great. I'm still going to have my fork bags. So like I said, 1000D Cordura, all handmade. Like, that's the one thing I want to stress. I think there might be 8 people work at a Ceaero, a lot like Rogue Panda. So really excited about this bag. The way it attaches to the rack is obviously specific to the 1120, and it's very secure, very secure. So like I said, I will definitely give you my long-term reviews on it, good or bad. I'm very confident, just what I know about bike bags and what I've seen from before, that this is going to be fantastic. I kind of have no doubt about that. But of course, if I'm wrong, I'll let you know, or if there's something that I think could be slightly improved, I'll let Cedaero know, and you guys as well. One thing off the top of my head that I've noticed that might help improve it, and of course this is just initial thoughts, is that on the inside of the bag it might help to have like some loops on the bottom that you can strap stuff down in case you can't fill it, so that it's not bouncing around. But those are just initial thoughts. Like I said, I plan on filling it, and that will also allow me to carry maybe an extra towel or something in there to take up that void so stuff isn't bouncing around in there. But like I said, I will give you guys my long-term thoughts on this, but I'm really confident about this bag, really confident about it. In fact, like I said, probably a little more excited than an adult man should be about a bag for his bike, but hey, that's where I'm at in life, so don't judge me. Alright guys, I think I'm just going to wrap this video up. Like I said, this isn't an in-depth review of either the Zoleo or the Cedaero bag, but what I just wanted to do is get you guys up to date and up to speed and all that stuff. So what's happening going forward is on June 1st, Julie and I will be riding out to Point Pelee, and we'll be staying at the Authentics. I am going to bring the full setup, even though I won't need most of my gear. I'm going to take out the full setup, and time permitting, I'm going to try and do a video about what's in my bags going forward for the BT700 and the Great Divide mountain bike route. So stay tuned for that. Looking forward to the ride with Julie. Point Pelee is always a wonderful place to go to. Bird life is off the hook right now in this area. In my backyard the other day, I counted 12 species of bird, and that's just trying to decipher the different calls and everything. So it should be a great time for Julie and I out at Point Pelee. And then shortly after that will be the BT700. So really looking forward to all that stuff. I received some flack in a recent video for asking for if anybody would like to help me out with different things, and it's crazy how you can get a million positive comments, a million positive feedback, but 1 or 2 people can just bring your rate down, and I guess that's just human nature, and I really did let it bring me right down. But as I mentioned with the Zoleo with Mick, Ed helped me out with my tent and the Cedaero bag here. There are many good people out there. I realize there's a lot of people that are struggling, and I'm one of them. I am struggling tremendously financially, with some light on the horizon of some better things to come, as I mentioned in my trip out to Wheatley video. So I'm really positive that there's going to be some better days for me going forward. So, but like I said, it's easy to let some keyboard warriors bring you down. I'm sure we've all been there before. So what I'm getting at is I do still need some key pieces of gear, clothing. I mentioned in previous video about needing a new GoPro and a better drone. Those are still things that I would like to get, but I've kind of put those on the back shelf for now. I would like to get some very practical clothing and shorts. Like I mentioned, I would like to get a chair. What I'm trying to do is make being at camp more comfortable for me, and there's not always a picnic table at a campground or where we're going, and picnic tables aren't necessarily the most comfortable. So if I could get the camp chair, the clothing I'd like to get, I do need some more SD cards and stuff like that for my cameras. So if anybody would like to help out with any of that stuff, of course there's just the eating and the hydrating during the trip as well that I'm just gonna have to spend money on. There's no way around it. I tend to lose weight really easy. tend to weigh around 137 pounds, but it's very easy for me to drop down to closer to 130. So anyways, guys, what I'm getting at through rambling like that is, if anybody would like to help out at all, my real dream is that everybody would join the channel memberships. We're up to 12 members now, and thanks to all my channel members. Really appreciate you guys. Hope, who just joined, thanks Hope for joining up. Great to have you on board, and I hope you'll stick around and see what the summer has in store. It should be a really exciting one. So, but the other ways you can help out are through Buy Me a Coffee. I've had great success with Buy Me a Coffee, and then there's always sending me an e-transfer. So the links for Buy Me a Coffee and an e-transfer will be in the description below. And if you look, you'll see the join button. If you click on that, that's how you can join the channel. So we really love to have everybody get on board with the channel. The channel memberships, that's kind of my big desire, that can help facilitate in the future having some get-togethers and maybe some gear giveaways and stuff like that, as I seem to be accumulating bags at a pretty rapid pace. So anyways, if you're in a position to help out, it would be greatly appreciated. If not, just watching these videos, hitting the thumbs up button, adding a comment, subscribing, all that stuff really helps out more than you could ever know. So if you stuck around in this video this long, I really appreciate it. And stay tuned for big things to come. Like I said, the Point Peely video first, so stay tuned for that. Other than that, guys, I hope you guys are getting out there and doing something you love, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.